A top Biafran Liberation Army commander, gentle younger brother, was reportedly killed by rival militant forces allegedly linked to the Asari Dokubo boys and Nigerian security forces in Okigwe, Imo State, in the southeastern part of Nigeria, now known as Biafra land. Since last week, there has been intense military activity in the region, including helicopters, armored vehicles, and security forces hunting for Commander Gentle younger brother. However, a critic suggests internal betrayal and conflict among pro-Biafra factions, with some camps allegedly uniting to eliminate Commander Gentle younger brother. Some individuals within the Biafran struggle are accused of sabotaging the movement from within and working with the Nigerian government for personal gain. Leaders like Isaiah are accused of withholding funds meant for the Biafran movement and using financial power to control narratives and media. The critic defends Simon Kpai, a controversial pro-Biafra figure in Finland, claiming Nigerian authorities are trying to incriminate him without valid evidence. Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's recent visit to France is mocked, as the French president reportedly left the country during his arrival, allegedly avoiding association. The critic criticizes misinformation campaigns and media manipulation aimed at discrediting the Biafran movement and its leaders. The critic strongly asserts that Biafrans are not Nigerians and vows never to return to a united Nigeria, pushing for total separation and independence. He concluded with a passionate plea for Biafrans to remain united, resist betrayal, and stay focused on their goal of securing an independent Biafra. In the midst of a turbulent and deeply emotional period in Nigeria's southeastern region, a dramatic story emerged that has captured the attention of those closely following the struggle for an independent Biafra. Over recent days, the unfolding events have centered on a high-ranking officer from the Biafran Liberation Army, whose full designation is Commander Gentle younger brother, Okigu. This formidable leader, who had long been a symbol of resistance and unity among supporters of the Biafran cause, reportedly lost his life during a brutal gun battle in Okigwe, a town in Imo State. The incident has come to represent much more than the loss of a single military figure. It signals a turning point marked by internal betrayals, violent clashes, and the increasingly complex interplay among militant factions and government forces. The escalating conflict in Okigwe had seen a relentless military buildup that blurred the lines between day and night as the sounds of helicopters, armored vehicles, and the roar of machine guns filled the air. For days, the area transformed into a chaotic battlefield, with the security forces of the Nigerian government working in tandem with rival militant groups to track down and engage Commander Gentle younger brother Okigu. These operations were not random skirmishes, but rather part of a calculated effort by multiple forces to gain strategic advantage in a region already scarred by years of unrest. The intense military activity served as a constant reminder to the people of the region that normal life had been sacrificed at the altar of a struggle for identity and self-determination. As the conflict raged, a growing number of voices began to cast light on the fractures within the pro-Biafra coalition itself. A vocal critic, whose remarks resonated deeply among supporters, pointed to a disturbing trend of internal betrayal. According to this observer, not all factions within the movement were united by a common vision or a shared commitment to the cause of Biafra. Some groups, it was claimed, appeared to have negotiated clandestine arrangements with Nigerian government forces, acting out of personal ambition rather than collective interest. The dissension within the movement was seen by many as a factor that not only weakened the overall resistance, but also paved the way for tragic losses such as that of Commander Gentle younger brother Okigu. This critic did not stop at internal divisions. and went further to accuse certain leading figures of exploiting their positions for personal gain. One such individual, named Isaiah in the discourse, was alleged to have withheld funds that were meant to support the wider Biafran liberation effort. By controlling financial resources and consequently the flow of information, Isaiah was said to have used his power to influence narratives within the movement. In a similar vein, another controversial figure, Kpai, who had established himself as a key proponent of Biafra from his base in Finland, was drawn into the controversy. Some argued that Nigerian authorities were attempting to frame Kpai by associating him with acts of terrorism and sabotage, all without presenting convincing evidence to back these claims. Such maneuvers, according to the critic, were designed to undermine the resolve of the Biafran supporters and to delegitimize their struggle. Parallel to these internal power struggles, the political stage was not without its own dramas. The Nigerian president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, had recently embarked on a visit to France that quickly turned into a subject of ridicule among opponents. The circumstances surrounding the president's trip were widely scrutinized. Some reports suggested that when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu arrived in France, the French president distanced himself from the event. This unexpected reaction from a major European leader was interpreted by critics as an indication that even international political figures were cautious about being entangled in the complexities of Nigeria's internal conflicts. The incident further deepened the sense of disillusionment among those who supported the move for an independent Biafra, and who perceived the Nigerian government as out of touch with the realities on the ground. Those who have witnessed the rapid escalation of hostilities in the region see the battle for identity as intertwined with the larger struggle for self-determination. For many Biafrans, the notion of being Nigerian no longer carries the same meaning when faced with the harsh realities of oppression and betrayal. The loss of Commander Gentle younger brother Okigu struck a particularly painful chord because it underscored the high stakes involved in the fight for independence. The commander's death during a hail of bullets did not occur in isolation. It was a culmination of years of tension, mistrust, and a series of escalations that left little room for reconciliation between factions. This tragedy has forced supporters to confront the possibility that internal divisions may ultimately jeopardize the aspirations of those who have long fought for a separate identity. In a personal reflection on these events, it becomes evident that the unfolding drama in Okigwe is not merely a tale of military engagements, but also one of human resilience and hope amid despair. Many individuals from across Biafra have expressed profound grief at the news of Commander Gentle younger brother Okigu's death, while also reaffirming their commitment to the cause. It is a moment when solidarity is desperately needed, yet bitter realities such as internal betrayal threaten to fracture the unity that remains. The pain of losing a beloved leader is compounded by the suspicion that elements within the movement may have deliberately eroded the collective strength necessary to challenge a powerful adversary. Beyond the immediate impact on morale, the loss of such a symbolic figure has broader implications for the future of the movement. The narrative of the conflict is being written in real time, and every action, each betrayal, every act of valor is influencing perceptions both locally and internationally. The debate over what constitutes genuine patriotism and selfless sacrifice now takes on new urgency. Supporters who once idealized their movement as an unbreakable bond of loyalty are now forced to reckon with the harsh truth that divisions have sown seeds of discord at its very heart. The internal strife within the pro-Biafra factions is seen by many as a critical weakness that could easily be exploited by external forces, potentially undermining the entire endeavor for independence. Reflecting on the significance of these developments, one sees clearly that the struggle for an independent Biafra is not simply a political or military conflict. It is also a profound social and emotional crisis. The narrative is filled with personal loss, poignant reflections, and a deep sense of urgency among the people who believe in the cause. For many, the identity of being Biafran is so deeply intertwined with the history of sacrifice and the vision of freedom that the betrayal of internal comrades is almost as devastating as the onslaught from external enemies. The hope for a unified and independent future is now shadowed by the growing fear that no progress can be made as long as mistrust and self-interest continue to erode the bonds that once united the movement. In contemplating the broader lessons that can be drawn from this dramatic episode, it is clear that the path to any meaningful transformation is fraught with painful challenges. The tragic demise of Commander Gentle younger brother Okigu represents not only the end of one individual's journey, but also a turning point that calls into question the strategies and alliances that have shaped the struggle for Biafra. As personal narratives merge with political ambitions, it is the human cost of this conflict that remains most starkly visible. The collective mourning of a community that has suffered decades of marginalization now stands as a testament to the profound need for unity, transparency, and true accountability within the movement. The events that have unfolded in Okigwe serve as both a warning and a catalyst. Ultimately, the loss of Commander Gentle younger brother Okigu is a tragic reminder that the fight for identity, autonomy, and freedom demands not only courage on the battlefield, but also honest introspection and unity among those who share the dream of an independent Biafra.
Ikanga uruago, Ikanga uruago, Ikanga uruago, Ikanga uruago. Withdraw all the soldiers on the road. Withdraw all the soldiers who know. Nigerian soldiers who know on the road. We are not doing the same thing with them. We are not doing the same thing with them. That is why we are called Biafrans.
If I'm the honorable update, if I'm in any state, mmetopa umunzaka orumba. Mana kambidogodu no one agent. Atomisi uche one agent rest in peace. Onara atomoto ni enwu ife wute ka obu nyelum. Man, I wish ni gelmont. I wish ni kwetari ihe ngwara. I wish na unu putsilo oshi. But unu che na unu ga-emelu government. Agbago m unu si unu na onye ọbụla pụtasị gị na ị ga-emeri government. Onye ahụ na-atụrụ gasị because na after God ọ bụrụ government. So achọ m isi nwanne Gentle a na-akpọ uche. Ofunni ya. Achọ m isi ya. Rest in peace. Mana ebe ụwa ọzọ. Ịfụ ka nwanne gị na-eme ajọ ife. Ọsọgodi anya bụ na ife a na-enye ya ego. Egwe ya nwanne m medebe. N'ofu aka nka m na-achọkwa isi uche nke ọzọkwa ndị ama Igbo. Achọkwa m isi gị ka ị na n'udo. Ife ndị asị gị naba n'udo bụ na mmasị gị na nke ọjọọ n'agbanyeghị nọ ndị ọjọọ ka ụnụ bụ. Ofu ọbara dị m n'ime dị ụnụ n'ime bikos na onye Igbo ka ụnụ bụ. N'ofu aka nka m na-ekwukwa onye ọzọ egburu a na-akpọ Bigi Ịfụna ebuteghị n'ibu. Ịfụna na ọnwụ achọrọ ịma ka ibu ketara ahụ. Ọ bụ na ị gere anyị ntị, ị ga-adị ndụ wee lụta. Maka na nghọgbu ka ọ bụ mmadụ ịpụtasị gị na ị ga-edefeat nwa amị, na ị ga-edefeat nwa polisi. Ọ dịrọ possible. It's impossible. Mana ngwa ụnụ ndị ilo asị ga-egekwana m ntị. N'ọsabụ ka mbụ. Na amara m ife na-ekwu. Na m esoro n'ife a na-eme. Mana nke bụ eziokwu bụ enidịghị m ịbịa kọwawala oke so n'ife a na-eme ka ọ na m esoro n'ife a na-eme. Ife nchọdebere bụ ka ede ndụ ịnwụọ onwere uru ọ bara m maka na onye Igbo mbụ ka ịbụ. N'ofu aka nka m na-achọkwa iwetalụ n'ozi gbasara onye nke a na-akpọ bouncer bụ onye ji aka etigbu ndị mmadụ. Unu jụọ ese bouncer ọfụma, aka kọrọ unu ife o megere na Okigwe. Bouncer ji aka etigbu ndị mmadụ. Tata a na-ekuzi bouncer n'aka maka na ndị amị ji egbe wee gbajichaa bouncer ọkpa. Ọ bouncer bụzi onye na-ejezi appoint ebe ndị otu ha nọkasị. Wee jụọ gị bụ onye ka nọ na dia camp, egwu a na-atọ gị na ịgbara ndụ na ịṅụrụ iyi na ịpụ iyi egbuo gị. Ọkpụ bouncer na-egosisi ebe ndị otu ha nọ iyi egbu gị. Na ka nje na nke a na-akpọ native doctor nke na-agwọrọ ha odeshi. Ịbụ native doctor na-agwọ odeshi mana abịazi gbaa gị egbe ochie. So gị bụ dibịa na-agwọ otoro, itinyeghị ike gị n'ajọ ọfịa, o wee jụọ udele wee sigbuo nkapụ. Ụmụnne m, geenụ ntị ka m gwa unu nke bụ eziokwu. Ọ kwụ na onye ahụ gburu ka a gbagburu. Ịma na onye tọọ ọgbụ ya ọkpọkọrọ, ụmụaka ewere ihe gbuo egwu. Ekwena ka aghọgbuo gị, ekwena ka eyuzuo isi gị. Mara ife maka na onye ahụ n'ebe ọ nọ na-edinye gị jee n'ụsọ ndị amị ọgụ. Nwaanyị na ọ ga-akpọta ụmụnne ka ụmụnne jee n'ụsọ ndị amị ọgụ. Ife anụnwa wee bụrụ okwu, ife anụnwa wee bụrụ ihe unu. Ka m gwa unu nke bụ eziokwu, mmadụ anyị emeri nwa obodo ya maka na ofu osisi anara eme ọfịa. Now, achọrọ m inye unu update ebe Gentle na-awagharị. Gentle, amụ gị na-atọ m, ebele gị na-emere m. Mgbagharị enwere ife ọ ga-ewetara gị. The only thing currently, ịnọ na nke ọya nwaanyị na ụmụ awa a na-esi na-ebutere gị na-eri under uncompleted building. Ị nọ na-esi na-eri na-enwe aṅụrị, debe ahụ na onwere ife na-eme. I'm on your way and I may follow gị. O nwere ife mechalụ na ịma nda. Sọsọ ife ga-azọ gị bụ na ichegharị rapụ ajọ omume, because na ajọ omume adọrọ mma. Ọ ga-atọ m obi ụtọ na isi gị daa. Ife ga-atọ m ụtọ bụ na ichegharịrị jiri aka kwuo na ịma mmezi maka na onye ahụ gburu ka agbagbu. Ana achọrọ m ịgwa ọya nwaanyị na ụmụ awa uche anyị dị ya, anyị na-ene gị, ị na-esi na-ebujere anyị ife ndị wee dị specific bụ ka ụnụ mara na a na-efolo. And I thank people ndị obi ka ha na-apụta now with information or if I need, because the job of security abụrụ only for the police and the army. You have to help them, or it's a collective effort. It's something that we have to come together to make it happen. Without togetherness, there is no way we can defeat all these criminals. So I'm a Gentle. Currently, in a bigo, no more with all your wine, and a sinner within the it never run a beno. I got the comment. Manifan na yogipo. Chegaria. Ijo name man Chegaria. Be Gentle. Nde falafel. Afọ meburu na-egiri n'ụmụ eze debarụ na o nwere onye na-afọ and o nwere okwu nchi egwu amanụ unu na-eje okwu ya ebe a na-akpọ ịkpa abroad. Ka mgbe unu nke bụ eziokwu ọkwa ebe a nke a ga-anọ n'unu ncha.
Ọkwa sinsi Gentle the Yahoo kwuchara okwu ihe gbasara maka ego a na-atụ maka ọgụ bụ ndị amị Biafra ndị nọ n'ọfịa ya, ndị kwadoro ka ha n'ụso ndị Musa Boys ọgụ ka eme ka ịchọfụ na ha secure their territory. Since o expose chara kpọcha afa ndị niile ọ kpọgasị, ọ dịkọzie ka mgbe ahụ ka enmity Gentle the Yahoo bịa gbagotezie well ma mgbe o chekwara nke na-aza Rose na social media si na Rose na ọ bụrụ ya bụ igwe bute ụzọ wee chie the person warning. Ọ dịzie ka ọ kpara agụ aka n'ọdụ ka ọgịnịzi iwe so many people were, in fact I can even say that two different enemy camps joined together to achieve one goal. And what is that their goal? Ka ha gbuo Gentle the Yahoo. Mana ọ bụ na ha gbuo Gentle the Yahoo, gịnị ga-emezi? Akwa ha n'ọsọ okwu onwe ha ọgụ gbuo okwu onwe fa. So guys, serious war is going on. is going on in Okigwe. At the right moment we are telling you all this from our studio. We are telling you. Obrobedi hene man Okigwe kita. Obrobedi ha to. You can see that Naikengi Urago goes a cook whereby goes in all Magento Maru Enisi. He's naming everything about Gentle, naming all the activities of Gentle, where the friends Gentle are keeping. Kanjukwa ajụjụ ọzọ. Egbo dike akwụkwọ sị ihe ike mee achọba dike. Ndị be anyị ka anyị hụ n'onwe anyị n'anya o, ndị be anyị ka anyị gbudobe n'onwe anyị o.
Gekwanụ ntị. Ụmụazị anaghị agbakọnyọ n'azụ nke oke God. Some of you manya ka ọnụ na-afụrụ ife na-achị ime. Ọ batachakwa, ọ ga-adịkwa egwu. Jekwanụ jụọ ife mee n'ọrụ. Jekwanụ jụọ ife mere n'ebe dị iche iche n'Imo. Ndị ụmụnze nekwanụfa nekwana ha anaghị abịa. Agwakwara m na ebe ha na-achị bịa kamp n'azụ nke oke God. Maka na ofufe kalma obi bụ ihe a. O nwerozi onye dị happy with these people. O nwere onye dị happy with these people. And ihe m na-agwa people bụ ka ha jide aka ha ji. O nwere ife ihe ṅụrụ ya emeghị. Ha pụta ha gwa gị na agbara ndụ. Bouncer agbara ya ndụ. Mana today a na-ebugharị ya ka nwọfụ oje na-atụ aka ebe ndị otu ha. Uche nwanne Gentle gwọrọ ọgwụ niile ọ gwara, mana agbara ya egbe ọnwụ. N'ezianụ dibịa nke na-agwọ otoro echekwa na o tiri ike na-aga ọfịa. Ọkwa agbara ya egbe wotowotie nwanne baa ya n'ahụ. Ifo na ife niile a bụ onye aghọgburu ka agbagburu. Nwanne m gee ntị ka ngwa gị. Mmadụ anaghị ya to gọọmenti aka. Ịma mmenye is after God is government.
Ikenga Uruago, Ikenga Uruago, Ikenga Uruago, Ikenga Uruago. Withdraw all the soldiers on the road. Withdraw all the soldiers who know. Nigerian soldiers who know on the road. We are not doing the same thing with them. We are not doing the same thing with them. That is why we are called Biafrans. What name be the code? Nam Balisha Bashan and Bika Kai Unitano, Gunu Wikalota Christmas. Uchuno Aquero Timilania Denda Eba Onimo, a quick for Todd. Ebonima, Onimo, Bo, a quick for ya. We go the vampire, them they go. We not be Nigerian, we can never be a Nigeria.
Only the true seeker of Biafra will make it to the end. Only the true seeker of Biafra. If you know you are among the true seeker of Biafra, you know what to do at the time you're supposed to do. And if you know you are not among the true seeker of Biafra, and you carry yourself join, I'm sorry for you. Your end is now. Yes. Your end is now.
Nwanne anyị nwoke kwa a na-akpọ Steven Cross ka na-aba mba na-abasi mba ike. Ọ ka na-anụso oge nkene na ndị otu ya ọgụ. Ka na-ekwu na ọ bụ oge nkene na ndị otu ya bụ ihe na-ebute ọgbaghara na-enwe n'ala Igbo. That oge nkene is the one fighting Ngozi Arabeze. That Ngozi Arabeze is the choosing one. Why oge nkene is only there for business. That oge nkene refused to do accounts for Simon Ekpa before he was arrested. And according to him, here in this video, he said that Simon Ekpa's case is coming up in 3 weeks time, and by that time Simon Ekpa will be released, according to him in this video. Well, let the will of God be done. All we are saying is, please, this
fallback to Brigade is that you finish building a magnificent edifice, and after building, painting, and you have already spent over $5 million or 50 million, depending on your capacity. And at the end of the day, you looked at your wife and your children and said, this house is actually fine, but I need to bring it down and, start building again. That is how dumb and brainless these people can think. Now, the last one is this. My wife is pregnant. She finally put to bed after 9 months of this pregnancy that we have been expecting. Then after 9 months, I called my wife. I said, look, I don't like the way this baby came. Let us take the baby back to your womb so that she can, start redeveloping again. Have you seen how the people that are telling you to fall back to Brigi thinks? Now, falling back to Brigi is falling back to trap and death and exile. And that is not what Obato Obie meant for you and I. The mandate that Obato Obie asked Madam Ngozi Orabweze to defend and to guide it jealously. That is why we are here today. That is why we do what we do. That is why Rose is standing on that mandate. I don't care to know where any other person is standing. Do you know the reason why Ogenkeri, this Isaiah Anyog, a very wicked and a very useless man, told our military to stand down? We will continue to expose them until there is nothing to say about them again. The reason why this animal, Isaiah Anyogo, alias Ogenkeri, told our men on ground, because he had most of them's contact, to stand down is to prove a point. The point he was trying to prove is to tell the Finnish authority that the people killing soldiers in the southeast is Simon Ekpa. To incriminate him the more. Can you see the people that are looking for how to bring Biafran for you, the way they think? Because they wanted Simon Ekpa completely out of the scene of this liberation. That was why they started doing whatever they were doing. These people were never genuine. They were never genuine in any way. This is what brought us to this very level. And that is why when he came to speak, when there was opportunity to come and speak, what will I tell my boss? What will I tell my boss? Actually, what he was trying to tell you guys was, what will I tell the Nigerian terrorist government that asked me, paid me to destroy what was about to happen? What will I tell them to destroy this redeclaration? That was what he meant. These guys never respected and loved Obato. They told him to come and do account. You know, this guy never did. And today, this guy is having Biafran's money in his purse, in his possession, which we have been calling him. Mazi Simon Ekpa has been calling him to come and give Biafran's account, and he never did, even up to today, because they used that account to incriminate our prime minister. But do you know the spoiler alert? Hey, Biafrans, be happy. Airborne to Biafrans, airborne to Biafrans, airborne to Biafrans. Do you know that the president of Nigeria is in France today, and the France president is not in the country? The France president, immediately Nigerian president came to France, the France president flew out. I think he went to Egypt. The French president left France and went to Egypt. Have you ever seen that happen? He did not even recognize anybody. He did not even recognize the drug lord, the criminal president of Nigeria. Do you know why? Because nobody wants to get involved. You know, our prime minister's case is coming up in 3 weeks from now. 3 weeks. Is it 3 weeks? Is it up to 3 weeks? Is it up to 3 weeks? It's first weeks? Yes, 3 weeks from now. And they are shopping for evidence. They are looking for who to hold on to. You know one thing about these Oyibo people? Let me tell you one thing about them you don't know. They can give you money, they can give you contract, they can, roll out billions for you to destroy yourself. But when it comes to documentation, you can never see their name on your document. Never. A reasonable document that their name will be, taken down for this. Practically, maybe they came to their. In fact, Nigeria has shot their last shot, and they shot themselves in the legs. I'm telling you the truth. Musa is in. You see this thing, all this allegation that Musa was shouting, "Oh, I have submitted evidence." It was through Ogenkeri that they submitted all those evidences. Wallahi Kala, it was through Ogenkeri, and I'll continue to nail it the way it is. Now, The drug lord, which I hate to call the president because he never won election, he came through the back door. Now the drug lord came to France to meet with Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron left him and went to Egypt. Can you see how eccentric the president of Nigeria is? The man left. Why? Because they don't want to discuss about Simon Ekpa, because nobody wants to be incriminated. Nobody on this earth wants to be incriminated when it comes to Nigerian problem. They can only give you money to destroy yourself. They can sell weapons to you, but when it comes to documentation, no more, you don't go see them. I lived with these people for a very long time, so I know them very well. And that is why Tinubu is looking He's looking for anything, anybody, any country that will hold him, because now bring evidence. No evidence. You were fighting Biafra, and Simon Ekpa told Nigerian government, told Tinubu specifically, I will be your end. And that is what is coming to happen in 3 weeks from now. That is what is coming to happen. So the eyes of the Nigerian terrorist government in this struggle was Okigwe and his cohorts, that they have paid them to destroy what we had. I am not rejecting, I am not scared telling you people the truth. And that is why Okigwe had so much money, so much, that he can buy so many people, that he can buy medias, he can buy all these animals ranting on airspace today. We are not scared of them. Nigeria is gone for good. Mazi Simon Ekpa has completely destroyed Nigeria. With the truth, oh, with the truth, not with firearms, with Okuania, and that is what we are going to continue to do here. Because we are not pushover. I am not a pushover. We are not pushovers. Mazi Simon Ekpa taught me a lot. Nandi Kano taught me a lot how to be tough, mentally tough. If people think we are stupid, innit? You think we are stupid. This is what is happening today. Now, if the visit of Tinubu to France was genuine, why did Emmanuel Macron go? In fact, if you want to see this thing that I'm telling you, go to this guy Rufai Husseini's page on Arise Television, and you will see it there. Emmanuel Macron left. Why? Because they go no evidence. They are now shopping for evidence. To crucify a man you called a terrorist, to bring down a man that you said he was financing terrorism from Finland to Nigeria. So now, no evidence again. And that was why, what is his name? General Christopher Musa wanted to travel when opportunity came that they were having security meeting in Canada, so that they can communicate with Okigwe more. Because he can't come to Finland. He can't. None of the Nigerian terrorist government can come to this country called Finland. None of them. None, not even one. Evidence, bring evidence. We know see Musa, bring evidence. We know see Sheyi Tinubu, bring evidence. Madam Bianca Olo, we did not see them. Not knowing that this Isaiah Anyog, this animal that has been, putting our prime minister into this mess that is in. But finally, the game is over for them. Finally, the game is over for them. Biafra's airborne. We are going to hold on to this mandate. That Honorable Fulani, I didn't hear you people hold space and say, oh, what she was talking about the embassy in USA is wrong, is a lie. I was waiting to hear from you people. Nobody has made a sound. What did now happen? What happened? Biafra, they play, they show. Honorable Fulani is giving us joy. She's giving us what we want. She's putting it out there to Biafrans today, which is the 11th day of April 2025. She's going to be taking question and answer, or rather question and answer. But your APM has not been able to do it. You want to attack me? You will suffer for my hand. Una will suffer.
This is the end of our news update. Please click the icon on the top right corner of your screen to watch my next video. You will enjoy it. I will see you again in my next update. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.